we're gonna take you on a ride till we find answers within. Location not here. In shadows we all disappear. Hold on, switch gears. We're gone as fast as we appeared. Gone as fast as we appeared. Searching within, we've justified our sin. We're gonna take you on a ride till we find answers within. Location not here. In shadows we all disappear. Hold on, switch gears. We're gone as fast as we appeared. Gone as fast as we appeared. Rays of light, we're moving through the night. With destiny in our sights, we've got to fight. Through all the rain, we're masking all our pain to take what still remains of our lives. Searching within, we've justified our sin, and we're gonna take you on a ride till we find answers within. Location not here. In shadows we all disappear. Hold on, switch gears. We're gone as fast as we appeared. Gone as fast as we appeared. Searching within, we've justified our sin. We're gonna take you on a
Make myself I can hear you can hear my voice. Hello. And now we can hear your voice. And let's switch out scenes real quick. And bam! There we go. Show has officially begun with Rex giving us the thumbs up in the chat. How you doing, Rex? And before we start, I need to let everyone know here with that that unfortunately for today's episode is going to be shorter than usual. Both Jack and I are going to be relative, busy in about an hour or so. So we'll keep this episode short and straight to the point. So without a way, welcome folks, to episode 53 of the HAC JAC Show. Of course, I am your student slash master of the turtle hermit style, Hack.
Jack,
Hack.
Jack, and I am your pun master, Jack.
There we go. By the way, Jack, did you notice? Did you notice? Not. Did you notice we have 51 subscribers now?
Yeah, it's amazing. We finally hit the 50 mark. Now we're going
Segoy!
over.
Segoy, we're growing. We're growing. I did a little clap, like a little schoolgirl. But
There you go.
there you go. So tomorrow, so we, so to reveal some behind the scenes stuff, we do had some plans that we wanted to do when we reach this number of subscribers, uh, we need to discuss it more once more before we officially review anything. So in the meantime, let's just celebrate the fact that we got now 51 and continuing and counting. And as always, can you hear this, Jack? Can you hear this?
Is that your chips?
No, it's not chips. I got a package in the mail.
Oh,
So let me open this real quick because I actually did not expect this to. I ordered something from Amazon and I did not expect it this soon. For some reason.
careful.
What?
If it's seeds, don't plant them.
Oh, I see what you mean. There you go. And it's great. Makes for great visual entertainment. Aha! Hold up. There's a little letter in here. There we go. Okay, now it's just a nothing. All right, let me take. All right then. Let me take a picture of this real quick so that people know what the heck am I opening. Because guess what? It's not just for my own amusement. It's something for the channel.
Okay.
So let me take a picture real quick. I'll send it over to Discord, then we can all see what I brought in. So a little show and tell I'm gonna do right now. A little show and tell. Doop. Oh, by the way, did you know the lens on my phone is cracked?
Really? What
Yep.
did you do this time? Did you throw it out across the wall or something?
No, it probably just cracked about the abundant of times I've freaking dropped this thing.
For
And
shame.
hey, at least the phone is actually working. So.
For shame doesn't take care of their phone. Like what kind of person actually breaks their phone? That's so weird. That never happened to me.
Good for you. Hope you're proud. All right, I'm gonna send it over to our sources in our Discord. Bada boop, bada boop.
You know what's weird? The only time wherever my phone actually had a crack of some sorts, and it wasn't even the phone; it was the safety glass that you of course always buy whenever you get a phone.
I see.
Uh, it was due to a car crash.
Well then.
Yeah, and the phone apparently flew off, and it hit it hit somewhere on the dashboard. But whenever I picked it up, miraculously, both my glasses and my phone were untouched, other than the safety glass, which I had to throw away.
And if that's not good, and that's not good quality protection, I don't know what is. So right there on the screen, on the sources thing, as you can see, I bought myself an anime. It is Karas.
Nice.
The Prophecy, and oddly enough, it wasn't as expensive as I thought it was gonna be. They could pay $3 plus shipping.
Really?
Yes,
Wow.
and
That is very cheap.
it's not brand new, but it's still a good use quality. So hopefully it's to be worth it. And the thing actually plays. So pretty much yes. So I got the thing for the next Hat Cross anime I'm be looking at for the channel. So I wanted to share that with you guys, and I don't know, Matthew Lillard. What does that name sound so familiar? Does that name sound familiar to you? Matthew Lillard?
No, only Matthew McConaughey.
Alright. No, I'm not gonna do it. It's too easy.
Yeah, I can hear it in your voice. You're about to do it.
Hold on. Why does that name sound so familiar? Matthew Lillard. Hold on. I knew it! I knew it!
He knew it.
It was that Matthew Lillard. It's Shaggy.
Really?
Yeah, it's the Shaggy from like the current Scooby Doo cartoons and from the live action movies.
Oh, okay.
So I guess he was in an anime once. Well, look at that. Maybe it's not.
You just
You know what? He's not now. It's not too far fetched to see Shaggy in an anime.
now it's not too far fetched to have Shaggy as Ultra Instinct Shaggy.
Exactly. But speaking of Ultra Instinct and Dragon Ball, so if you notice, I kind of changed my little thing on the Twitter. You know, the little title thing. You know,
Yeah, that's because of the whole
yeah.
Master Roshi coming out on DBZ. Now, as I said on Twitter, will you be willing to now buy the $110 plus tax Ultimate Edition?
I will at the least at most I will just buy the season pass if I can't get Roshi individually. That's as most as I'll go.
Come on, it's only $110
You know,
plus tax.
But let's go ahead here. I'm gonna send you the link to because actually I just saw the announcement. I have not seen the actual trailer,
Really?
so I have no idea what even is his gameplay. No idea. So let me get.
You're gonna go Mafuba people?
I don't. I want Mafuba. I'll Mafuba everyone. Everyone's a little evil, right?
I'm pretty sure he does Mafuba everyone.
Everyone's a little evil. So, there he goes. I put the link in the sources so we can be in sync and everything. Let me know when you're ready, and then we'll play the video and just get my live reaction to it. Since I've been waiting for this since the beginning. All right, ready?
Set.
Play. Rated T for T. Here comes a new challenger. Kefla, don't care about you. I'm sure you appease a lot of young boys. Ultra Instinct Goku, just moving like it's always joke around. We needed another Goku.
We need more Goku.
We need more Gokus. It's like cowbell. And there's Muscle Tower, King Kai's planet, Capsule Corp. There's Kame House. Alright, let's see this. Let's go. Oh, he's got his super outfit on. Ah, is that it?
No.
Oh well. Oh well. Coming out September. At least I don't have to wait that long for it. Oh man, I am so happy. You don't know how happy I am. I'm so happy.
So happy.
So happy. Now, hopefully his gameplay doesn't suck. Oh man, because although you know what, if I do,
Oh my god.
what'd you see?
I think you should get the Ultimate Edition.
Why?
I found it for like $20.
Wait, 20. Wait. Is it on sale for $20 or is just?
It's on
Or is it
the
like-
gray market sites.
Oh, those sites.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a debatable one. That's because those are always sketchy.
They're not that sketchy. I mean, I've been using them for a while.
I know, but But
Oh no, I just accidentally turned on the game, and now I'm gonna.
well, we're gonna play the Dragon Ball Fighters now.
I accidentally turned on Civ 6 when I was trying to go to the store to see.
Well, now we're playing Civ 6 now.
Hell
Uh,
yeah!
I'll be such a great opponent. Rex says, "You think at some point that I would wish Master Roshi to be young again? I mean, when you have the power to to have even stupid wishes granted once a year. I'm sure Roshi just likes being old because he can get away with a lot of crap. But then
Yeah.
again, he was a. I mean, you ever seen young Master Roshi? You can see why he was a ladies' man in his prime.
Yep.
So he's like, I got immortality. What do I need to look young for? Or, but in any case, hopefully his gameplay doesn't suck, and I want to see what kind of cool stuff they do with him, and it'll be cool to have the Turtle School team with. You know what? I might even go ahead and buy like a base form Goku so I can have him, Krillin, and Master Roshi in one team. That would be pretty cool. So, so I might be even willing to buy one more character just so I can have my dream team, turtle style.
Seems like it makes no sense. These how you say these pricings, because like I'm trying to see what happens if I buy one. So if I buy every individual fighter pass, it's like around $15 in the site. But then if I buy the ultimate edition, it's like $17 for I don't know what. I'm assuming it's all the things plus the pass, right?
I don't know. You're the one looking at it. Let's
Well,
see.
if I try buying the ultimate edition, pretty much it just says I own the game. Even though if, I know if, for a fact if I go in there right now, I'm just gonna have a few characters.
Let's see.
Let's find out.
While you're investigating that, let me move on to some more kind of a news stuff happened this week. Since we're on anime, you heard the big anime story that's been popping up this past week?
No.
Okay, so here's what has happened in the world of Japanimation. Let me move this over here so people can see the article that I will be citing. So, uh, and turn that off. Turn this back on. There we go. So as you can see, looking at over at Bounty into Comics Forum, they are with the article in it's titled "Japanese Studios Team Up to Launch Free Anime Streaming YouTube Channel Anime Log."
Oh, cool.
And in the actual article, it says 30 Japanese animation studios have joined forces in order to launch Anime Log. This will be a new YouTube channel that will allow users to stream various anime titles free of charge. And on August 6th, the first tweet from the official Twitter account announced the creation of the Cross Rights Animation YouTube channel Anime Log. According to the official channel description, Anime Log would distribute series officially licensed from over 30 companies with the aim to carefully select and deliver family animations and nostalgic masterpiece animations. The channel currently holds license for content produced by Shin Animations, who made Doraemon and Crayon Shinchan, Tezuka Productions, such as Astro Boy and Blackjack, and Nippon Animations, who are known for Hunter x Hunter and Anne of the Green Gables. Going forward, Anime will host series from studios including Kodansha, who've made Akira and Ghost in the Shell, Shogakukan Shoeisa Productions, who have done Case Closed and Pokemon, and Toei Animations, who have done almost all the shonen shows you've ever seen. Anime states it will also be free of censorship. The channel notes some of the works may be expressively inappropriate. The channel also intends to respect the historical background of the work when it was announced, the historical value of the work, and have no discriminatory intention at all, so we are delivering it as it was. Series currently available for streaming include the classics Blackjack, Future Boy Conan, and Lucy of the Southern Rainbow. By 2022, the channel does so to have 3,000 separate titles up for users to enjoy. The channel's uploads are currently region restricted and available only to Japanese viewers, though the channel does plan to provide English and Chinese language subtitle content in the future. So, for any thoughts first off, Jack, about hearing that?
Hmm.
Any thoughts?
Uh, Not really, other than like I really have no thoughts actually on this.
All right, that's fine. And now here's the thing though that is not mentioned in this article. Around this time, this was announced, a major, well, or major slash infamous anime streaming site was taken down.
Oh yeah, I
With
remember
yeah,
that.
with Kiss Anime. So coincidence? Maybe, maybe.
Here's what I was thinking. I think it is a coincidence mainly because it's kind of like how this one guy said in when I was in TikTok. The guy, he's like stating all you TikTok user or like all you TikTok, the ones that are trying to get clout, all those people, they ruined Kiss Anime because they're trying to get free clout and likes and shares just so they can be like, hey guys, look at this anime site that's free. Like it's free. Every anime's in here. Yay! Free likes and everything. And then, like, if you notice, how is it that Kiss Anime survived for so long, for so long, until now, during the TikTok era, where people are trying to be famous just to be famous?
Man, that feeling when Vine was not as stupid as TikTok.
Exactly.
That's saying something.
Like, like it's not like that can't be a coincidence that ever since TikTok came out and all these little middle schoolers are trying to be TikTok famous, show off Kiss Anime, and now it's shut down.
Well, sucks to be them. Since if you ever actually use Kiss Anime, which I have attempted, freaking it's like going to a minefield on that site.
For me, I used it when I was like in the early 2000s, but then I found other sites that are the
They
same thing but less hot single moms in my area.
or and same thing for me. Although, and when I would use it, it's less that and more play this game. This game would change your life. More of
Oh
those
yeah.
ads.
Mine is less of any of that, and then more like actually, I don't even remember now because since I have a built-in ad blocker browser, it stopped it. But
Ah,
it used to be you can't hold you can't what was it? It goes along the lines of you can't contain yourself in less than 5 minutes.
oh. uh, you know what? You know all of those type of ads. You know, I found the funniest one.
Which ones?
It's like person discovers his one secret and doctors hate him. Or stuff like that. Those are
That
fun the
are
funniest.
the ones that I always saw whenever I was first starting off pirating anime, I guess you could say, was the weird like, and this was like from the scope of a 10-year-old that has not known what boobs are or like anything sexual. It was just like it's Naruto, but it's not. It's definitely not how Naruto would be.
I don't remember Sakura looking that way.
What is Sakura doing there?
And what is Sasuke doing there?
What is coming out of them?
Oh, Rex got his own. He says, this sassy bastard used one simple trick to become rich. Banks hate him. And in it, bank robbery.jpg. So,
Oh,
so at the
also bad news.
oh, what is it?
Apparently, when I got onto Dragon Ball Fighters, I lost my Android 21 character. I don't know why.
Wait, how'd you lose her?
I don't know, but she's not there.
Well, time to
And
replay that story, Mo.
ah! All right. I'm sorry, guys. It looks like we're never gonna have a Dragon Ball Fighters game. I mean, versus in the Hack Jack show. It's been a long time running. I'm gonna retire. Thank you.
No, no, no. We'll have it soon enough. Well, who knows? We'll probably will do it when Master Roshi comes out. That sounds. That'll be very appropriate to have another Hack versus Jack episode.
True.
But as far as my thoughts, the reason I'm liking this more is for a few reasons. Number one, obviously it helps to steer away from going very sketchy sites that, you know, especially for younger people who don't have that experience or knowledge, could like really mess up their computers. And as well, with the selection that's going to be growing over the years, and eventually it will be subtitled in English, hopefully good subtitles, not fans. We're not hopefully not fan sub type of quality. This could help people steer away from using stuff like Crunchyroll and Funimation. Especially most specifically Crunchyroll, most specifically that.
Screw Crunchyroll. I hate them.
Yeah, same here.
I told you many times whenever we first started talking to each other.
I don't recall it the first time, but I do know I can say this for sure. You disliked it pretty early on, and then once I learned I guess this horrible truth of Crunchyroll, then I'm like, Jack, yeah, you're right. I'm not gonna use it anymore. And same thing with Funimation too, although for different reasons. And this is even not even going to the whole when Funimation just went crazy with how they do stuff. Most of the fact that their website, their app, everything is just so poor quality that I was amazed you can watch anything off of their software.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I'm paying this much money, and the website and the app are this terrible? Yeah, no, no, thank you. I didn't. I was able to bear with the essentially subpar dubs. I was able to bear with that, but it's mostly just it was quality control that got me to stop using them. And then learning about all the stuff with their voice actors, and the fact that they would intentionally change dialogue that was not present in the original language. Then that just kind of reaffirmed, like, all right, you know what? If I'm gonna watch anime, I'll watch it through my own means without supporting any of you bastards. So overall, I see this as an absolute win. Now, unfortunately, but I do want to clarify that right now that YouTube service is only available in Japan. So hopefully by next year, as they start growing their library and becomes available in other countries, hopefully here in the U.S., we'll get to we'll get to finally have a way to check out old anime without any issues. Hopefully, but who knows what the future has in store in regards to that. But with all that said, I'm gonna go ahead and move on. And actually, let me see here. Looking through my sources, and actually a little small one, and a little small story. Uh, Jack, how do you? I'm assuming you already heard the stuff with the delay of Halo Infinite, and just quick thoughts about it on the delay of that game.
So, for me, I'm obviously actually happy about the delay. Many people might think it's a weird thing to be happy about, but it definitely did needed some polish, especially from like if you have seen the E3, the Xbox showcase for the gameplay it had. There was a lot of things off about it. I didn't really like how the artistic style, but that's really something my own opinion. What's really was important was the whole was how like visually, like graphically, it didn't feel next gen. And I don't care much about consoles when it comes to next gen. I mean, it still looked nice, but for when it comes to on the Xbox Series, it needs to be important because that's their pretty much their flagship game title that has to come out and make people buy the game. But at the same time, that's why throughout the first few weeks of the trailer coming out for that gameplay, you saw Craig. You know the Craig meme?
Oh yeah, yeah, I know what I'm referring to.
Yeah. Which is, if you don't know what it is, it's a brute, but in mid picture you could see how badly detailed it is. And of course, they need to take some time to actually make that look nice, especially for PC, because PC also does care about their graphics in a way. Because a lot of PC nuts, they like them 40K resolutions. But other than that, the people that are getting mad that it's delayed, I'm gonna personally tell them fuck off, because like I don't care what you say, it needs to be delayed. You need to have a good game. You can be a big boy and wait.
Just don't be just don't do what Cyberpunk is doing. That's all I can say on that matter.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Cyberpunk is and don't do what the what was that one game called? That space game,
Uh oh, that's right with the Kickstarter, Star Citizen.
Star Citizens. Yeah, when is that coming out?
Oh, sometime in the next millennia. Rex says Cyberpunk needs time to downgrade.
Oof.
Oof. Oh man, they're yeah, yeah. Have you ever looked into all their stuff? They're not too. Well, actually, before I continue on, anything any more to say on Halo?
Nah, I said pretty much what I needed to say.
All right, and I also agree and endorse this message. But if you ever look at the Cyberpunk, it feels like they're always adding new features with every time they are talking about the game, and I still don't know what the game entails would be. That tells you something. That tells you something, especially since oh man, I don't know about you, but whenever since I saw that trailer where they added in Keanu Reeves into the game, for me it just felt like that just cost you like 3 to 5 more years of development. And the game was announced like 3 years ago up to that point. So, oh, I'm sure those guys know what they're doing, right?
I'm sure.
I'm sure. Now, now onto going a little bit of not necessarily comic news, but superhero news. We finally get a chance to see what the new Batman logo would be like, since there was a trademark filed in. And well, you know what, Jack? I'll let you judge for yourself how the new Bat logo for the new Batman movie starring Edward Cullen. You know what's funny? I just remember the actor's real name, but I still caught him by his Twilight character.
Tara Strong.
Tara Strong.
I,
What?
oh, I'm sorry.
Wait,
Is it some other Twilight character? I don't know.
uh, the main vampire, Edward.
Oh,
It's
I'm
you know
I'm
what?
stupid.
It's all right. That's one series that I'm not gonna like correct or anything. So I put the link for you to check out, Jack, in the sources. So let me move this over here so people could see. And
But yeah, let me see.
let me take it. Boom, 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 boom. And I just want to come out and say it. I don't know what's the idea of the logo here. I honestly don't know what they were trying to achieve.
ultimate perfection.
I mean, what? Why is it so? It looks so wimpy and skinny. The logo.
It does.
It's like when I look at it, it's like, oh, look at the cute little bat. Oh, with the little wings and the tiny feet. Like, that's what I'm looking at here.
Happy feet.
Ah, yeah, I see. And and funny enough, if you turn it on, if you move your head on its side, it looks like a guy sticking out his tongue. Or maybe that's just me. I don't know. Either case, it's oh man. I was actually excited for this movie, Jack, because hearing like, oh, it's gonna be like a Batman being an actual detective. It's gonna not gonna have anything to do with the DC movies. It's gonna be its own thing. But then the more we start seeing it with now with the logo and some of the behind the scenes stuff, if you look in the bottom of the article, just look at like Batman, just like with a raw picture. He just looks weird. And maybe it looked better on the actual screen, but I don't know. I feel like they're doing way too much just for someone as I mean honestly someone as simple as Batman. It's very hard to get him wrong. Very hard. But this is one to share that kind of market a bit. Just a little wimpy one. And apparently, I could be wrong here. I don't know how accurate this is, but apparently, for the movie, the bat symbol is made out of the gun that killed his parents.
Why?
Um, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if that's still true, but that doesn't make any sense to me.
It's like more. It just goes into more why he can't just move on.
No, he'll never move on. Never, ever, ever move on. No, Bruce will never.
Like
Bruce will
the
never
others
move on.
moved on. The others moved on. They other heroes have moved on from their.
It's because they're happy. It's because they're happy. Can you imagine a dark, depressing Barry? Wait, please don't tell me they haven't done that in the CW show.
They have.
A, a dark, depressing. Well,
It's funny they have because it's actually the one of the main villains. Yeah, one of the main villains in I think season 2 or 3.
all I can recall is when that first crossover with him and Arrow, and how like the whole thing is like Barry, you can't. There's no way you can be like him. You have to be yourself, or something like that.
Yeah, like in oh, sorry, I thought someone was calling me. But I know Barry, and like I think the one with Zoom, it was like a dark depressing Barry versus the real Barry, because the Zoom Barry was actually one of the Speed clones, I think you call them, Speed, whatever they're called. I don't know. Like when you have when they create an after image of themselves and it has its own thing to do.
Oh, okay, now that's just stupid. But continue
I don't
on.
know.
Continue on.
That one apparently it didn't die like how it's supposed to. I don't remember. It pretty much like it pretty much said like, oh yeah, Iris dies, so you become like how I am. And then there's another depressed Barry that is in an alternate timeline where Iris did die because it's all his fault or something, and he becomes so depressing and emo.
Got a little dirt in your eye.
I don't know, like
Sorry, when you said emo, I just thought of emo Peter from the third Spider-Man movie.
let me see. I bet you if I type in emo Barry, it's gonna come out.
Hope
Oh my god, it did! It came out.
please tell me he changed his whole hairstyle and has eyeliner.
uh,
Careful, Rex, get on my bad side. I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye. Gonna cry?
sorry. Here, let me. Really hurry.
Oh man. I don't think I'll be able to see this. Let's see. I'll try. Oh, okay, I can see it.
Emo berry.
Wait, is that?
It's not photoshopped. It's there. Emo berry. This is my flash resort. And then B movie.
Of course, of course. Oh my god, they really. What is this? 2007? I forgot when the Joe Jonas look was still popular, or heck, the
Ready, Barry? Ready for what? Your emo super fake.
Oh my god. Just that hair. So 2000s, it hurts. Oh my god.
How could this happen to me?
I can't believe they went that far in the show.
They did. And there's Zoom, which is
Oh,
evil future Barry.
oh, hi Ultron. Looks like Ultron to me.
Oh, wait, no, sorry. It's Zavatar. Savitar. I don't know who Savitar is. I forgot.
You know what? That name sounds cooler than than it looks like.
And then here's Savitar Barry. Two-Face.
Pretty, it's pretty much it's just Two-Face. Jeez.
Yeah.
Now I'm really glad now I'm really glad I just kind of stopped at season 2.
I'm just confused on why Savitar, which is the same Barry, is taller than Barry.
The Speed Force.
Barry.
It's this. It's always if you can't if you can't explain it, just say it's the Speed Force.
I just love the difference, the duality. Hey,
The duality of man.
hey. My wife died.
Oh my god. Oh, but
Uh,
hold on. Let me speak to Rex in the chat. Hey Rex, how do you feel about Keaton possibly returning for the Flash movie? Because there has been some news that number one, the Flash movie is still going to happen. You know, from the Flash from the Justice League, and that the Ben Affleck Batman's going to be in it, and I think there's talk of the Michael Keaton Batman also being in it, but I think that's just a rumor. I don't think a movie can have two Batman at once. That'd be kind of weird.
no, dude.
You know what? You're right. If they could do it in the cartoons, why can't they do it in real life?
Exactly.
Where's my Enter the Batverse? Oh, man.
Yeah, we're just gonna have a bootleg. What was the guy? The songwriter's name? The one that did Sunflower.
Let's see. Rex beats me. I only watched like 2 episodes of the new Flash series. Watch all the original. No. It's not a movie based off the TV show. Rex. It's a Flash movie based off the 2017 Justice League. They're still trying to make it. And I think it's like coming out in a year or two. And they just confirmed that Ben Affleck's coming back as Batman, and might be Michael Keaton still might be coming back. You didn't watch that either. Well, good on you. We're on the same boat then.
So speaking of the whole DC stuff,
Yeah.
I'm tired. Actually, I've been tired of watching the CW stuff, so I stopped watching the Arrowverse. I think it's called,
Yep.
which is like the whole thing with the Flash, the Supergirl, or whatever.
Black Lightning, Batwoman.
It's like they try to get you invested in it by making you watch all these other things. Like, yeah, watch this, so you know what happens here. And like that actually was the first time that it confused me of how because I first started watching The Flash because hey, I have Netflix, why not? And when I had that first crossover event, I'm like, okay, that's cool, that's nice. Next episode, they're all having coffee. I'm like, wait, what happened in that last episode? And it took me until I watched the Arrow to find out, oh, I'm gonna have to watch all of this in succession? Nah, I'm not doing that.
Welcome to comic books, Jack.
Like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna invest my time watching something I don't care just for one episode. So what I did is I just skipped. I just go to Netflix and I'm like, okay, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? All right, there it is.
Why are you being
And
so
delete.
why are you being so unreasonable, Jack? Why are you being so unreasonable? What do you mean you don't watch things that you don't like? What are you, a normal person? And hello, Abel Salazar. Hello, hello. Okay, and by the way, Salazar, your things are still going on for tomorrow's stream, so I'm be glad to speaking with you tomorrow. Let's see. Oh, that's right. I was remember. Uh, at the very least, though, you know what, Jack? You know that makes me want to ask then. Since if you still need like your superhero fix now and then, would you be willing to at least read a comic then? If you still need your superhero kick.
Probably not.
Ah,
As much as I want to read something, the thing is that the problem is that I'm not really gonna read it or
well,
watch it now because apparently, with my job, I have gone to the point where I am so bored. I'm not watching anything whatsoever. I'm just kind of like,
just being there like a vegetable.
yeah, because there's nothing to do.
If you can always ask to borrow one of my belongings, but you know.
Yeah, I just
I
get
mean, I can.
COVID over it.
Oh, shut up. I mean,
Just cough on it.
it doesn't even have to be comics. I can let you borrow some manga.
I just cough on it. Give
No,
it poison damage.
but no. You put poison on an item, and then you trade items with an NPC, so that when he dies, it will be much easier to do the side quest. Now that's called good game design, if you ask me.
Guys, remember that you need to before you start a fight. It's always best that you cough on your hands to do poison damage.
Exactly.
If you're not gonna do that, if you think it's too unethical, then here. How about rub chili powder on your hands? Get fire damage.
Fire damage. Now, if I have gloves on, can I put in like a tick or attack in the glove and be like, for piercing damage?
Yes, now you're getting it.
There you go. Pretty much, fight dirty so that you win.
Hell yeah.
If you don't fight dirty, then what's the point? What are you, a sportsman? We don't want sportsmen here. We want cheaters and losers and everyone in between. But speaking of losers, uh, I want to show you some cringe. I want to share with you some cringe here. So I might as well read this to see what the heck's going on about. So did you know, Jack? Did you know that you know those Alien and Predator movies?
Yeah.
Secretly they've been racist this whole time. Those movies are racist.
What?
Exactly. Racist bigots for watching movies about aliens and predators. How dare they? How dare they? So here, let me show you what I'm talking about. Put it in the sources. Bada bing,
How
bada boom.
dare you? How dare you?
Do people even remember who that is?
You know, people actually. I'm pretty sure people forgot.
I,
Because she like she came out of nowhere in my like in my news feed. I'm like, oh yeah, you exist.
I forgot about her too. I don't even remember her name. What was her name again? I don't even remember. But
I don't know. It just sounded like it sounded like a horrible name. Gretel, Grundle.
something European like that. Gretchen, I don't know, something like that. But what we're talking about here is showing here from Bound in Comics. Brock University professor Tamari Kitosa accuses Alien and Predator films of reinforcing anti-black racism.
Let me see. I'm gonna try this. Ecoterrorist.
Oh, Greta Thunberg. That's her name.
Greta Thunberg.
That's her name.
Greta Thunberg. That was the thing.
Rex says Greta thumb up her butt or something.
I don't know why
Oh,
I thought it was Grundle.
oh, Rex, you're so mature. But here's what the article says. This article claims that the iconic alien predator creatures reinforce anti-black racism. This claim is based solely on the creature's black appearance, according to the author. Oh
Nice.
man, you know what? Let me look at the original article here. Ooh, good Eastern Archive. So let's see. So okay, so I'm reading off the original article. I'm reading a snippet of it. It's I'll read the first few paragraphs. It says, "What makes black people more likely than others to be killed, beaten, tortured, and RAPE by white police officers and vigilantes?" And then links to it says, although black men are killed by the police more than any other group, black women are regular targets of police violence. Even though this fact is often rendered invisible. Okay, a culture and history of racist misrepresentation may have something to do with it. Why has there been considerable tolerance among the silent majority of the whites for animal-like demonic representations of black people in media, popular culture? The short answer is that we're dealing with a culture of domination. It is a culture that thrives on the sexualized demonization of black people. Two examples of this are Ridley Scott's Alien, which comports with the trope of black women as alien breeders, and Predator, written by brothers Jim and John Thomas, that riffs on images of black men as dreadlock, violent, and superhuman. Now that is a reach if I've ever heard anything. That is a reach. You ever see? Okay. First up, you ever seen those original movies, Jack?
Yeah, I just don't remember them too much right now.
That's fine. I remember them. So you know, so like I guess the first thing. So obviously this guy has his own agenda. Whatever. That's his prerogative. So let's see. He mentions George Floyd, of course. Then he's talking about current events. Okay, what does this have to do with Alien versus Predator? Here it goes. Here it goes. The black woman as an alien. This person writes, black women have been portrayed in contemporary white social and political culture as super fertile and indestructible breeders whose sexual reproduction must be controlled. This is a shift from the slave breeding campaign that emerged across the Americas after Britain's abolition of the slave trade in 1807 and slavery in 1834. The shift in public policy and our attitude towards blacks, women's. What does this have to do with Alien? Okay, it's not. Okay, I'm skipping ahead. Ridley Scott's Alien franchise with this vicious and let's see, breeding carbon black alien mother. Excuse me there. Sorry.
He's crying.
This article's putting me to tears. An NFC breeding carbon black alien mother came at the height of neoliberal experiment in the U.S., especially an all-out assault on black people. In the context of anti-black culture, the film signifies the black woman as an unkillable and ceaselessly breeding alien who has threatened the body politic. In turn, set by the historian White. Okay, wow. So reading this, it seems okay. This guy went over to. He mentioned the actual movie in one paragraph while giving me a freaking diatribe. I guess the word, not diatribe, but a freaking the beginning of the section talking about some sort of betrayal of black women. It only once talked about the movie. Does he realize? I mean, gonna be gonna be kind of childish here. When you look at the alien, Jack, what does it look like to you? Specifically, the head of the alien.
A football to me. Doesn't look really.
Well, not the answer I was looking for, but pretty much it honestly look like it's with the head and the way that the things are created, and the little mouth thing in the mouth, and
Mouth thing in the mouth.
yes, the mouth thing in the mouth.
You mean the just inner mouth? Let's just go with that.
Yes, their inner mouth. It's and if you watch the Alien movie, there's a good amount of imagery that plays up to the male genitalia, and it's very obvious. I don't know how he connected that with black woman. If you're gonna make some sort of weird, I guess, interpretation as this, he's looking in the wrong places and not something that's like super obvious. And And as well, when you just look at the creature, when you look at the creature, it, well, sorry, not the creature, but if you look at who designed the creature in the first place and look at his art, if you look at HR Giger's art, you can tell that sex is a big influence on that guy, and that is shown through a lot of very grotesque imagery that he's drawn over his entire career. So, how he got that from from black women as portrayed in history from like the 19th century, I don't know.
Mm.
I honestly don't know. Let's see what he says Guess who, the Predator, and you're playing Dragon Ball Fighters.
I'm trying to figure something out.
Uh, I
I
know,
bought
but
the patterns, the passes.
now let's see what it
I
says
guess-
about Predator. Black men and boys are imagined as dangerous, threatening, inherently criminal, and superhuman. These views have roots in chattel slavery, whatever that is. Canada is not innocent in the reproduction of this trope. Okay, so Canadian history. Okay, where it's okay in the U.S. anti-election, George Bush Senior, Clinton. Okay, what does it do with Predator? In the context of the racially charged white anxieties about immigration and social order, the historical demonization of black men is a trope, a stereotype that easily maps onto the cinematic typecasting. The 1987 Hollywood film that launched the Predator franchise fits this pattern. Predator depicted a black well, he's more white skinned than anything. Dreadlock, large, and super viral male in a way that converged white art with white political history. A white man once said he thought it was cool that had dreadlocks like the Predator. This is not a How is that not a compliment? Regular dreadlocks like the Predator? How is that not a compliment?
I am offended that you even tried assuming their gender and their race.
Oh, that's true. We don't know if the Predator is a he. Oh man. Actually, I say black guy because in the top of the article you see a picture of him, and yeah, that's a black guy.
How dare you
How
assume?
dare you? Let's see. The police do types of violence and kill black men. The link between visual creature and anti-black. Wow, this is just, man. There's being for the cause, and they're just being seeing things that are not there. My God. Oh my God. Just, you know what honestly it feels like? It feels like he needed something to write about race, and he saw the Alien and Predator and figured, why not? This will get a few clicks. That's what it feels like. But God, I didn't think it was that bad. Oh man, I did not think it was like it was that bad. Jeez, I don't even want to read the whole thing because number one, there's things I can't say because it's YouTube, and if anything, it just goes more into like, I guess, the history of racism than talking about the actual movies. He for Oh my God. As clickbait a title as it is, you would think he would go more in depth about the actual movies, and instead of just providing some historical background of the history of black people within the North America. That seems like what he's doing here, and instead of actually talking about the movies and seeing things from his point of view in regards to those movies. Like honestly, like if you think about it, for a university professor, I find it odd that the only way he's able to tie in Predator to a black man is just because the Predator is has dreadlocks and is large and superhuman. That's about it.
I would just like go double down on the offended, ask and I'll be like, "How dare you, Professor? Go with these stereotypes of a black person? How dare you?" And see
Actually,
how much they'll squirm about it. Like,
you know what? I've actually seen that. I actually seen that because funny enough, the guy trying to make these films as racist, he comes up as pretty racist himself. Even though, if this is correct, he is himself a black man. So, if anything, he's stereotyping his own people, and not in the fun way, not in the la cucaracha way. Oh, by the way, I learned, Jack, that La Cucaracha is not called La Cucaracha. disappointment.
Really?
Yeah, it's a folk song with a real name. It's just that over the years people have associated it with La Cucaracha. And also I realized, is there any other countries besides the Poland and Mexico that really like polka music?
Wait, what?
I said, is there any other countries besides Poland and Mexico that really like polka music?
I don't think so.
God, and Mexicans love them accordions. Oh man. Let me look at the chat real quick. Rex says Marxist professors are only teaching division to destroy the country. The supply racism can't meet the demand, so they have to create. Yeah, so makes sense to me, and I wouldn't be surprised if he is a professor who has a extreme left leaning ideology. I mean, that kind of goes when you're talking university professors. You just think for someone who's a professor, they have more common sense to make better arguments. But what do I know? I didn't even go to a regular college.
Huh.
Oh man. And Rex says, I live not too far from one of the polka capitals of the U.S., Parma, Ohio. Ohio. Of course, that suburb of Cleveland is basically West Poland. Well, look at that. The more the more you know. The more you know. Just like how the second largest nation with the most Japanese people is Brazil. Let's see. Look at the time real quick. It is currently. All right, we're an hour in. Um, since it's gonna keep it a short episode, and sun is still up for us. Is there anything else you want to share, or you want to call it off for today?
Nothing really other than Twitter has become very interesting, especially Japan Twitter versus Western Twitter.
It's always gonna be interesting in Japanese Twitter, but
Well,
yeah,
like it's Japan Twitter versus Western Twitter.
well, in what regard?
So, have you ever heard of a? Think if I say it, yeah. Have you ever heard of a character called Uzaki-chan?
Oh, okay. Okay, now I know what you're talking about. Is it when Nippon Twitter saw that image of Abby from Last of Us 2, like essentially killing Ozaki-chan?
No,
Oh,
no. This one was because Japan they like using their anime girls to promote blood drives. That's their thing.
that's right. And like Western Twitter went afoot because they used Ozaki-chan for one of those blood drives.
And like it's just like a mix of and specifically their all Western Twitters also be like it looks like a 10-year-old boy.
Oh God.
Like, well,
Oh.
that's your problem. I don't know what's wrong with your mind, but everyone else is
Have
okay with it.
have they not seen have they not seen like anime lollies? She looks nothing like an anime lolly. She's just short.
Nothing. Exactly.
Yeah. I've noticed that. Just
And like it's funny because a lot of Japanese people they're like, "What's wrong with you? I don't. We don't care." And like a lot of the Japanese Americans, I guess, I don't know, they would be like, "You should be mad. Ah, it's offensive." Like, no,
what's offensive in Japan would be like what's offensive is your way of speaking or some
exactly.
or something like that. Oh, I do want to share something that was actually pretty cool. So, if for those that don't know, recently a Samurai Jack game was released called Samurai Jack Battle Through Time, and it actually looks interesting. I want to check it out. It's an action game, and and it's also something pretty cool from the official Twitter handle for the game. And that let me try to find the actual here it is. Uh, where the actual let me show it off. Set it to the sources so you can see it as well. Where in the actual they actually tweeted out to this says YouTube creators, if you create a video on Samurai Jack Battle Through Time and include the intro slash ending cinematic, there is a chance your video will be automatically content claimed. If this happens to you, dispute it on YouTube. Let me know, referring to the account, and we'll take care of it. I honestly thought that was pretty cool of them.
Wow.
Yeah. And
Not many people do that.
nope. And for what I understand, like I think it's Adult Swim Games are the developers or the publishers. Freaking Adult Swim Games. So though, that's pretty cool. That hope more companies do that more instead of being like Atlas. Oh man. But I think honestly, that's all for now, at least for my interests. I got a lot of things that I work on stuff on my end, and you gotta do, grown up stuff. So I think we fine to call it in here. Start doing the closing.
Yeah, just I gotta really go and file my taxes, grown up stuff.
At this time of year. Uh, but so as we're closing off, Jack, please let people know what to come expecting of you till the next episode.
It seems like not much again because I don't know what's been going on with this weird schedule. I've been only getting like two 2 days off, and those 2 days off don't even feel like days off because right before that, like today, I had to work in the night, and I left like at 2 in the morning. So whenever I got here at home, I slept through most of the day, so I don't. It doesn't feel like a day off at all.
Ah, I see. Yeah, I definitely had some of those days. Not today, just another times. But all right then. As far as with me, I will be streaming again tomorrow evening for a chill stream, and I'll get to speak with a person I wanted to speak with for quite a while, and so that'll be pretty cool. And I'm currently working on making a new type of video. I can officially call at least say the titles, call it the weekly comic roundup. Hopefully, if this takes off, I'd like to make more of it. It's pretty much just an excuse for me to show off all the comics I've gotten within that particular week, and hopefully make it entertaining enough as I talk about each one of them in a comedic fashion somewhere. So expect like actual editing and whatnot, and as well I will be, and as well in the background, working on Spider Blood episode 5. So, with all that said, thank you very much, guys, for watching. Sorry, this is a shorter episode than usual, but that's life. So, with all that said, thank you very much for watching, and this is Hack signing off.
Bye, everyone.
All right, it's finished.